Hey everybody, this recording will cover the upcoming Rosenshine Principles of Instruction Flipgrid post assignment. So you will see it located under assignments over here. And what you're going to do, you're going to read an article that I'm going to show you in just a second. You will choose 2 principles to summarize in a Flipgrid post, provide your classmates with a summary of the principles you select, and discuss ways in which those principles can be used in your future classrooms, either a gen ed or special ed class, but really try to be specific to math or math instruction or math class, okay, or teaching math. These principles of instruction will be evident in most, if not all, of the video clips you will watch a little bit later in the semester. Even though the semester is rapidly coming to an end, I know that. You will watch for your remaining 10 hours. Remember, of those 40 hours, you need 30 in the classroom, and then 10 could be videos. So be sure to think about how the principles are implemented in the video clips, kind of in the future. And then if you think about it, you can share those connections with your peers. So click right here. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to read this article, so you can click right here. It's okay if you've seen it before. So it looks like this: Principles of Instruction, Research-Based Strategies that all teachers should know. There's another version of this article. It's Rosenshine and Stevens. This one's just Rosenshine, but the one with Stevens, he was actually one of my professors at Penn State. So this article has been around a while. This one was just printed in 2012, but it's from, oh gosh, like back in the 80s, maybe. I don't know if it says on here, but it's so good and so valuable. That's why I keep using it, and I know a lot of my colleagues use it as well. So it's been around. It has some great ideas in it. I'm trying to see if I can find it on here, but I don't see when it was initially published. But anyway, okay, so let me go back to the top. All right, so principles of instruction, research-based strategies that all teachers should know. So again, going back to the instructions, you will read the article and then you will choose 2 principles. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I mean by 2 principles. So as you start reading, here's some little bullet points, but what I want you to focus on are these numbers and words in blue. Okay, so there's one principle right here, a second one, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. Okay, these are your principles. Number 7, number 8, number 9, don't look over here yet, and number 10. Okay, so there are 10 principles from which you can choose, and you will choose 2 to discuss in a Flipgrid post. So make sure you tell us the number of the principle, at least the number. I would appreciate it if you said the name as well. The first principle I'm going to talk about is number 10, engage students in weekly and monthly reviews. Students need to be involved in extensive practice in order to develop well-connected and automatic knowledge. So I would prefer if you say the number and the name, but at least definitely say the number, okay? These over here, this is kind of, just goes into a little more detail, adds a little more principles. So it says 17 principles of effective instruction, but I want you to focus on the 10 in blue, okay? Because it gives you some more information about these 10 principles. So again, you're going to choose 2 of these 10 right here in blue, right? So that's how you can make sure you are choosing a principle. You're going to choose 2, again, number 5, number 4, number 3, number 2, and number 1. Okay, so you will choose 2 of those principles, and you will respond in a Flipgrid post. So you will be able to click right here. I'm not sure if it's going to make me log in or not because I was just in there. But remember, so it doesn't. So remember, you will need to log in with your g.fmarion.edu account. Okay, so actually, maybe it's not going to make you log in. Maybe I clicked something wrong. Nobody knows. But if it makes you log in, make sure to use your g.fmarion.edu account. Okay, and then here's the instructions again. You will read the article that I just showed you, and you'll choose 2 principles to summarize in a Flipgrid post. Again, provide your classmates with a summary of the principles you select. Remember telling us the number at least, and ideally the name as well. And discuss ways in which those principles can be used in your future classrooms, either gen ed or special ed class, but specific to mathematics instruction. So I really want you to focus on these principles in the context of math. Okay, so let's see, for example, begin a lesson with a short review of previous learning. Daily review can strengthen previous learning and can lead to fluent, oh my gosh, I can't talk today, y'all, recall. Okay, so specifically, how can you first summarize it? So, right, all these words, you're going to give us a summary of this principle, but then think about specifically how this principle could relate to math. Okay, and this one kind of gives you a little hint right there, right? Fluent recall. Well, typically we think of fluent recall when we're talking about math facts and stuff like that. Y'all can't use that now, you have to branch out a little bit. But I want you to think specifically about these principles in relation to math. Okay, so that's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward. You will post your recording. I did set it to 10 minutes. I don't think you will need that long, but you certainly can. But I just don't like people to feel rushed. Okay, so it is under, this is our course. I hid all these other ones because we already know each other, right? So this is the only one I want you to focus on is Principles of Effective Instruction. And again, just choose 2 principles from this article. All right, that is about it. That will take us, I believe, through the end of March. Let's just make sure. Just so y'all know, and I will post an announcement too, but I will be out of the country for my spring break, which is right here. I am taking my nephew, wish me luck. He just turned 18, and we're going to Germany, Austria, France, Belgium, Luxembourg, not in that order, and the Netherlands. And he's very fancy. So we're doing food tours and chocolate making experiences and thermal spas and all these crazy things. So wish me luck. But so make sure, your IRIS module questions were due last week. The second part where you're looking at the probes scored in 2 different ways. That is due this coming Friday, and then Principles of Effective Instruction is due at the end of March. And then once I get back I get back in the country here, during this week, I will post this assignment videos and all that stuff. And then we're already in April, people. Make sure you are keeping up with your hours. Make sure you are following the guidelines in the syllabus about the hours, because I don't want us to get to the end of the semester and people try to cram in their hours in a day or 2. So make sure you are following those directives. Okay, but again, applying your knowledge is due this Friday. Principles of Effective Instructions due over 2 weeks from now. And then, like I said, once I get back in the country, I will talk about this. All right, so that is it. Again, you can find it under Assignment Spring 23. Here's the second part of your IRIS module, your progress monitoring. So if you have not already submitted that, make sure you do that by this weekend, by this Friday. And again, here's your Rosenshine Principles of Instruction. Okay, that's it for now. Have a great rest of your week.